without question, this is probably my favorite franchise I have ever wanted to rank. So this one has obviously been very fun for me because today in this video I will be ranking all four John Wick movies. From John Wick to John Wick Chapter 4. Now, I probably will be doing this again because Ballerina comes out soon, and which is going to be a John Wick spinoff movie. And also, there has been the director of John Wick 1 through 4 has actually expressed wanting to do a fifth movie, so I may actually be doing that again. And if you guys are up for it, share your ranking of all four John Wick movies. Now, just saying. Without further ado, let us begin. Sadly, there must always be a last place for me, and now none of these movies are bad. I'm just saying I'm ranking them from least best to best. So, I have to say that if I had to go for least best, sadly, it has to go to John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum. Now, this is by no means a bad movie. It probably has the most entertaining third act, that or John Wick Chapter 4, because both of those third acts were so great. I mean, these movies are incredibly violent and gory, because, like, as soon as they get in, they don't come out. I actually thought about watching the third before the second because I wasn't old enough for the second on my own, so I watched 2 through 4 with my dad because I just wanted to, because 3 and 4 I'm old enough on my own. But I really enjoyed all of these movies, but this one, I still think it's an amazing movie. It's just, I feel like it had too many plot points going for it, so I really couldn't give it as much credit as I could give the other movies. Now, some people might say that John Wick Chapter 3 is better than the original, because the original is also known to be possibly one of the worst, but one of the reasons is because it's so small scale compared to the others. I have to disagree. I Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy these movies. I enjoy all of them. It's just that John Wick Chapter 3, now it had some really cool characters like Halle Berry. She plays an amazing character and she deserves her own spin-off movie. This is a franchise known for giving characters movies. It's known to give people characters that could be in their own spin-off movie. And we've already been confirmed we're getting a John Wick spin-off movie. Well, not an actual John Wick movie. It's going to be called Ballerina, and it's about someone. But easily, this is not a very bad movie. This is a B plus for me. So if this is a B plus, you can obviously tell the rest of these movies are great. Now, number 3. Now, bringing us into the top 3, I'm going to go with John Wick Chapter 2. Now, a lot of people would have this at number 2 with the release of John Wick Chapter 4. But, now, don't get me wrong. This is an amazing movie. I give this one an A minus, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with A minus. But trust me, this is by no means a bad movie. None of these movies are bad. They're just very fun, bloodthirsty, gory. This is an amazing movie with an amazing franchise. Now, some things I can really nitpick with this franchise, like the fact that John Wick is always doing things that should get him killed. Chapter 4 alone, he jumps off of like a several story building from a window and falls onto a car. That would have killed him. He falls down several flights of stairs in that same movie just a few minutes later. Which would have given him several broken fingers, a broken arm, broken leg, you name the broken stuff. But he would have given... Yeah, it's just the way that it plays out. He's been run over by cars. It's like this guy is immortal. He can't die. It's just like this guy is immortal, but he can't die. But you will see some stuff in there that is actually really cool about Chapter 4, about what I just talked about. And now, even though he just seems like he's immortal, it's really cool. And I really enjoyed the plot of this one. This one might have my second favorite plot. It's just I really give the first one... I give the first one props for what it did. So I had to put this one in third place, but trust me, this one is by no means a bad movie. And A minus for a third place film, that is a high achievement. Okay, our runner-up is John Wick. Now, most times the original's in first place, so this was a very big surprise even for me. Now, some things about this one. This one probably, yeah, this one's definitely the smallest of the scale, and definitely has the least, has the weakest of the plot. It's still a good movie. It's just the execution of it is so good. There are so many amazing action scenes in it. Like, I'm not actually showing the scenes in this one because, in case there are kids watching that, even though this will be rated not made for kids, I don't want to show anything that could traumatize them because, trust me, this does. Because this franchise is known to be doing some stuff that will traumatize kids. I can tell you, it's very scary. You will probably be very scared by it. Well, although most teenagers, just like The Matrix, which is another Keanu Reeves movie, will be able to handle it. Like, I mean, I like The Matrix, but John Wick is on a whole nother level. I'm also going to be trying to rank the Matrix movies soon because my father has all four of them purchased, so I am going to be working on seeing Reloaded, Revolutions, and Resurrections, even though I hear they kind of get worse with each movie. So I'm a bit nervous for that, but the original's great. But anyway, we're talking about the John Wick. So, yeah, again, very small scale. The plot of this one is really cool. It's as soon as John Wick's wife dies, she sends him a puppy so he's not lonely. A few people decide to try and buy the car that he has, and when he declines, they follow him home, and at night, they brutally beat him, and then they kill his dog in a very violent way. And then, if that wasn't already bad enough, they take the car. Although, one of the worst things about it is seeing John Wick have to bury his dog that he had already gotten. Luckily, he gets a new one at the end of the film, but rest in peace, Daisy. You will be missed. It just feels so sad and bleak, but at the same time, an amazing movie. I have to say that just the way that he goes off revenge, killing everyone in his path just for a dog, that makes me so proud because dogs are usually one of my favorite animals. And would you like me to do a ranking about my top 5 animals? If so, let me know in the comments below. And I just gotta say, now this movie is probably an A+ because this movie is easily one of my favorites. And that can easily show you that if my number 2 pick is one of my favorite movies, you can obviously tell how far on the list number 1 is. Because coming in first place is John Wick Chapter 4, the recent new release. This one just takes everything that was amazing about the first 3 films, gives us so much of it. It gives us new characters that are so interesting and deserve their own spin-off films, like that blind person. He should get his own spin-off film, and based on the extra scene in the end of the movie, I think that he's probably going to. It's just so interesting. You just fall in love with this movie. This is my second favorite movie of all time. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of criticism for this but my top 3 favorite movies are 3, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, 2, John Wick Chapter 4. Actually, switch those. Chapter 4 is my third favorite movie, then it's Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then it's easily Die Hard. But before you get on to me, let me just say I haven't seen Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day yet. That's another bucket list. So don't worry, I will see that, and that's probably going to be my top 5, if not top 3. And one of those movies is inevitably probably going into first place, but it's just this one probably is the least violent out of all of them. The third was very violent, so was the second. Those were probably them 2 most violent. The least violent is either the fourth or the first, but they're all very violent, but it just takes so many interesting elements, adapts them into such an amazing way. One of the things John Wick, the franchise, does is it takes, very subtle, funny remarks, comedy elements, and it makes it in not a, cheesy, just a campy way like Batman and Robin does. They just forces humor on just because they want it. Man, Joel Schumacher, what were you thinking? But anyway, this actually really is a very good movie, and I still actually cannot believe that when I looked at the Rotten Tomato percentage, it has a 94. I honestly thought it would be much higher because that means that there are some people that didn't like it. How can you say that? This is easily one of my favorite movies of all time, as I have previously said, and I cannot wait to see Chapter 5 if they ever come out with it. And Ballerina, I mean, it probably sounds... Some people may say that's probably not going to be a good movie because, well, I mean, Ballerina as a action movie, wow. But I will be sure to probably keep myself ready just in case it is a disappointment, but if it's a John Wick spinoff movie, I mean, if it's a John Wick spinoff and it's part of the franchise, most likely it can't be bad. Okay, thank you guys for watching this. If you guys would like to rank the John Wick movies, I suggest you do it in the comments because I would love to see your list. And thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.